let's just talk through as we leave everyone. How do you create an environment where people feel comfortable sharing their opinions and their different points of views?
Mhm.
What are your thoughts?
So the first thing, like we impact for me that always comes up, and it's one of the things that I try to implement like every step of the way, is to seek understanding over judgment. So
Mm,
as we get into these wonderful conversations and these different dynamics, am I sitting in the place of truly understanding the viewpoint? Of where a person is coming from. Am I really seeking to understand a situation? Because it's something that we say here in the islands: what ain't meet you ain't pass you. And so I used to hear my grandmother talk about that all the time, and as a kid I never really understood what she meant by that.
mm,
And as I got older, what I've come to understand that saying to mean is that if you stay alive long enough, you're going to learn something.
yes. When I
And
meet, don't pass you for
yes,
sure.
yeah. And it's not because you haven't experienced a situation on your own as yet means that you can't have or seek understanding and have compassion and empathy for somebody else who's going
Mhm.
through a situation. So like when you look at it from that perspective, it keeps you out of judgment. So try my
Absolutely.
best not to judge, just seek understanding. What about you?
For me, I think there's two. One is to live with the knowing that I have biases. And I know when I tell people you have biases, people are like, no, I'm a nice person. And it's no, we all have biases. So it's one is to know that I come to the table with my own
Yeah.
biases and to always be checking them. I think the other one is to remind myself that our strength is in our difference.
Mm.
When you're building teams, when you're building communities, it's not our similarities that make us strong.
Yeah.
It's our difference, it's our diversity, it's our difference of opinions, it's our different ways of seeing the world. Yes, we may come to the table with common values and common, things that ground us. However, it's that debate of the difference of opinions and whatever, and we have them all the time. Like we're like, oh yeah, we're sitting in these different seats, and those different seats create these conversations, if you
Mhm.
will. So
Mhm.
it's really reminding myself that the more I surround myself with difference, the more I grow.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and just top it off, I think the true thing is just to remain open and be curious. Just walk through the world with, just I'm just going to be curious. What can I
Mhm.
seek to learn more about a situation? How can I seek to learn more about a person, a different culture, even religions? Oh, this whole thing has just brought, so many amazing conversations and viewpoints, to the table. So how
Mhm.
can we just remain curious and remain open?
For me, I think the complexity of it all is humbling.
Mm.
And it's so easy to make these snap judgments about people. However, when you pull back and you look at the complexity of this whole situation, it truly is a humbling
Yeah.
experience because it's got so many layers. And I see Jaliva putting humility, and so it really has reminded me to, before I get into this place of judging, the snap judgment, is to really pull back and be humble and be open and curious. So